So I desperately need to clean and declutter my bathroom, but as always, I want to do it in a way that puts some thought into every item that I go through. So I'm going to show you how you can clean and declutter your space while also reducing what you put into landfill. So before we start the video, I just wanted to have a full disclaimer here that I actually already filmed this and I did my little talking points and kind of sat on the ground and kind of talked through all the products and where I put them and why. But because I am new at this whole YouTube thing and videoing, I didn't have the right settings for my camera or the lighting wasn't correct, so the footage looks really terrible. But I didn't want to have to go back and like refilm everything because that really wouldn't be authentic. I cleared up my bathroom, I cleaned it, I sorted through everything, and so I feel like that's kind of ridiculous to go back, re-clean my bathroom, re-sort everything that I already have before. I am going to use that footage, but I'll just refilm the talking part so you don't have to look at me out of focus and super pixelated. So I really appreciate your patience and sticking with me while I navigate this whole thing, and now I can just chalk this up to one more learning experience. So the first pile that I'm going to make is an everyday use pile. So these are items that I use every day or nearly every day. I've repurchased the items over and over again. They're kind of my favorite things. I know I'm going to use them, so I put them somewhere that I can easily find them and see them on an everyday basis. The next pile I'm going to make is items that I need to use up. Maybe these are items that I bought that I didn't love. I will not purchase them again because the product has already been produced. The plastic has already been made for it, the product has already been made for it, it's already been manufactured and shipped, and so it's really wasteful not to use up a product in its entirety. Obviously, unless you're like allergic to something, then I would probably try and go to the next step for that. So in this pile, what I'm going to do when I put them back into my bathroom is I'm going to put them right in my eye line. I'm going to put them in front of other products. So for example, I'm talking here about this lotion that I bought in Germany. It wasn't quite the product that I thought it was. I've almost used up about over half of it, but I still have a little bit more to go, so I'm just going to put that in front and put away other lotion for the time being so that I know that that is the product that I have to use first. Right here, these are the products that I know that I need to use first, so I'm not going to put them away until I'm finished with them, and that way I'm not tempted to go and grab something else. So the next pile is my giveaway pile. These are items that did not work for me. Like I said, maybe I had my skin had a bad reaction to it, or I ended up being allergic to it. I've had an issue for years trying to figure out what sunscreen works for me. For some reason, my eyes are super sensitive to sunscreen. So I spent years trying to buy all these different sunscreens, trying to see what was going to work for my face. And in the meantime, the sunscreens that didn't work for me, I would give to like family or friends, and so that they could use them, because I feel like it was just such a waste of a product otherwise. Don't worry, I now know my one sunscreen that I'm able to use. So a little disclaimer, I know this is probably not necessary to be said, but you obviously don't want to give away products that are like coming in contact with unhygienic parts of your body or something that could be spread. So you don't want to give away lipsticks, mascara, razors, things like that you've already used. So where do you give away your products? Friends and family is a great place to start, but my favorite way to give away something is on my Buy Nothing group. I've talked about this group before if you've seen my previous declutter videos, like here and here. But I love my Facebook Buy Nothing group. All you have to do is go onto Facebook, find like, it's either called a free group or a Buy Nothing group. Those are kind of the two things that they seem to be called, and look for the one that is in your specific zip code or area. Sometimes people give away brand new things, sometimes people give away stuff that is going to be a project. Really easy. I've gotten rid of so much stuff that was no longer of use to me, and instead of putting it in the landfill, I've given it to someone in my community that needed it. Or if it's a product that hasn't been used or opened before, sell it on Facebook Marketplace or just a local garage sale. If none of the categories above pertain to the product that you were trying to get rid of, you can recycle them. And no, not in your home recycling, because there's so many different pieces to different packaging, and your local city or town recycling plant can't really process all those different kind of packaging. I could honestly make a whole nother video on TerraCycle and all the ways that they recycle and repurpose items, But just for today, I'll stick to their beauty product recycling schemes. So in the US, they offer a few different recycling programs that like L'Occitane, Saks Fifth Avenue, and Nordstrom. If you live in another country, don't worry, because TerraCycle literally has dozens of other countries around the world in which they have the same recycling schemes. You just have to go to the TerraCycle website, click on the country that you live in, and then you can see all the different kinds of products that they recycle through TerraCycle. Honestly, it's really amazing how many different kind of products that they recycle. If you have a drop-off location near you, you can just simply put your products in a bag or a box and you can drop it off in the recycling area. But if you don't live near a drop-off location, you can also ship your items in. This is such a really cool scheme because it is completely free to you. All you have to do is pack up your stuff into a box, close it, print off the free printing label, and drop it off at your local post office. They will also list on the website what items they can accept and cannot accept, because some things, I guess, they just simply can't take them. So just make sure that you're checking to see what items they accept or don't. But to be honest, I find that most of the things that I have in my bathroom, they will accept. So let's be honest, being zero waste is not always achievable, no matter how hard you try, but putting items in the landfill is going to be your last resort. But even before putting them to landfill, try and look through some of your items and see if there's some way that you can repurpose or reuse things. So I know that this is not a beauty product necessarily, but I love to reuse candles and use them for different things in my bathroom. I have so many different candle holders that I've repurposed over the years. You just put them in the freezer and then literally the wax will just pop out. And I put, like, this one is for Q-tips, and I've got another one here that is for my dry shampoo. I have some powdered dry shampoo that I put into this muslin bag, and then it kind of makes a mess, so I just leave it in here, and then I just put it onto my head when I need dry shampoo. Another example of things that I've repurposed is I use mascara wands for cleaning, like in small places, and also toothbrushes are great for that as well. And the last thing that I do is I look around my bathroom and I see if there's any ways that I can reduce my waste for next time. Obviously, there are some products that are not possible to reuse or recycle over and over again, but there are some really sustainable choices that you can make in your bathroom. And my favorite bathroom swaps are actually pretty simple. Soap and washcloth, period cup and rewashable pads, plastic-free cleaners and reusable cleaning cloths, and a plastic-free deodorant. These are not the only zero waste and low waste items that I have in my bathroom by all means, but these are a few just to give you some ideas. If you want to see some other products that I recommend, I've got them linked below, but please remember, before you buy anything new, you want to make sure that you're using the products that you already have, and if you already have something that is perfectly acceptable, use that up first before you buy it. So everything from here over is stuff that I'm going to keep. This is the use first, and this is the stuff that I'm going to be giving away. And this is it for landfill. I've got this really, really old perfume that smells kind of like it's off. And I've got a few items for my TerraCycle. I actually have a box right behind here that is full. I've been collecting on this for probably about a year, so this is all the times that I've decluttered, and these are all the empties and stuff. So to sum up the video, I want to encourage you to go into your bathroom, make your space a little bit more manageable, more simple, and creating less waste for our planet. Please comment below, what is one sustainable improvement that you are going to make in your bathroom this week? Thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave it better than you found it, and I will see you next time. Okay, we're gonna take a break, and we're just gonna look at my dog that's down there. Just barking at, I don't know. He's just barking. I fed him. I fed him dinner, so he should be good. Okay, I'm gonna go. If you've seen my previous declutter videos, like here and here, how stupid is that? All the times that I've decluttered, and these are all the empties and stuff that I can take to TerraCycle.